This is what my dining room table looks like for my fall stuff. A lot of this stuff I've bought in recent years. I've just reused it. This little scarecrow is actually from the dollar store, and this one is from the Target dollar spot, I think, a few years ago. And then the two candles and the little like plate thing with the little these little things right here are inside, the little plastic accent type things. Those all came from Michael's a few years ago as well. So that's my table. I usually put a nice tablecloth on here, but I didn't this year because last year it was just a fight to keep it clean because my kids are so messy. So I did not put a tablecloth on this year, but like I said, I did have a beautiful tablecloth for the table. It's just not on there. Then over here, I have my happy fall sign. I actually got this from Michael's. It was a 50% off deal. It was $4. And I got that this year actually, so they have those this year, but this is the only fall thing that I actually bought this year. And I have like little accent things too that I put on the little table over here, this little side table. We don't spend a lot of time in here. And then over here on my little table that I have with like two pictures on it, I have a little wire pumpkin deal that I got from Michael's a few years ago with little accents that I got a few years ago as well. I have this cute little wreath that I made last year. The little wire, it's like a little wire wreath that you can buy at Michael's. I got that from there, and I got all the ribbon at Michael's. I have to admit this was really expensive to make because it's all small 1.5-inch ribbon, and I needed a whole lot of ribbon. I recommend the bigger ribbon. I think it's like the 3-inch ribbon. I also got this little owl there last year, and I think they have some things there similar to that this year. But this was last year's pickup here, and then I just glued him on. Of course, he doesn't stay really well, but when you shut the door, he looks like he's like smashed up against the door, so he is kind of flat. But that was the wreath I made, and I bought like this orange ribbon. This is the ribbon you should really buy. It's this really thick ribbon right here. I think it's a 3-inch, and I bought this ribbon as well, the 3-inch. And then I bought some other like just random ribbon that's like the 1.5-inch ribbon and a little owl ribbon. And then I just kind of tied it on here. The first and I think third rows. I didn't do every single row of this wreath because it would be a huge wreath if I did that. It probably cost me around $40 to make this wreath because of all the ribbon I did have to buy. At my house I have these little scarecrows. They came from the dollar store. This one here and these two, and then this one I kind of have these represented as like my two girls and the mom and the dad scarecrow, even though I think they're both boy scarecrows. So anyway, so there is the front of there. This is like my, underneath my window here, it's like a flower bed, but in the fall, of course, there are no flowers, or there's just kind of some dead flowers. And then for here, I have my two pumpkins that I actually grew in my garden. I didn't have very many pumpkins that grew in my garden, but these are the only two, and I just put them out here for now. I do have some more pumpkins to add once we go to the pumpkin patch next weekend. This is the little like fall leaves that I just kind of put on my railing. I didn't take it all the way up, I just put it right here. I didn't have enough actually, so I got those leaves from Michael's a few years ago. Then I have my fall flags, got my pumpkins right here. That's really cute with the acorns and the leaves. And then over here on my light post, I have another strand of leaves here that I got from Michael's that was $11, originally like $22 I guess, because they were 50% off, and I really wanted something for my flag, so I kind of took this and put it up underneath here because the tape usually doesn't work and it falls off. So there's my light post, and I have another flag sitting here with leaves, and that is basically my entire fall decor that I usually do. I don't do a whole lot, but I do a few things. I wasn't going to decorate this year, but then I really wanted to. So there is what it looks like from the front here, and then this is like the lamppost here. Thanks for watching.